Have you ever opened a can of soup, tuna, or fruit, thinking you were creating a quick, healthy supper, only to feel bloated, stiff, or fatigued a few hours later? You might be surprised to learn that some of those convenient cans in your cupboard that you've trusted for years could be secretly damaging your heart, kidneys, and even your brain. And here's something that most food labels won't tell you. Some canned meals can steadily raise your blood pressure, make your joints hurt, and even make you forget things. You don't have to stop eating canned foods completely, though. You just need to know which ones to stay away from and which ones can genuinely help your health after age 60. I once met a nice viewer named Nancy from Ohio who told me she used to eat canned soup every night. Her doctor told her to switch to fresh broth for just 2 weeks. Her blood pressure went down, she slept better, and she said her vitality came back. A simple alteration can make a big difference. And maybe, like Nancy, you'll see that a few small changes can make a big difference in how you feel. For a lot of us, canned meals were a comforting part of growing up because they were quick, familiar, and easy. But something that used to be easy might not be safe today. Before we get started, take a quick look around your kitchen shelves. Isn't it surprising how many cans we all depend on? Keep watching. By the conclusion of this movie, you'll know exactly which ones to throw out and which ones can quietly add years to your life. One of these healthy-looking cans could surprise you. It's something that most of us loved to eat at every family supper when we were kids. Today, we're going to tell you about the 5 worst canned foods you should never eat after age 60 and the 5 best ones you should eat every day to keep your heart healthy, your digestion working well, and your mind bright. And if you're new here, please take a time to sign up. This channel is intended just for older people like you. Every week, we give you easy, science-based suggestions to help you stay independent, active, and confident in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. These tips will help you strengthen your bones, protect your heart, boost your memory, and give you more energy. If you sign up, you'll never miss the kind of useful, life-changing advice that can help you make these years your healthiest and happiest yet. Okay, let's get going. And believe me, you'll never see number 5 the same way again. The risks of canned foods. After age 60. You might be wondering, aren't canned foods safe? They endure a long time, don't cost much, and are easy to store. Yes, they are easy to use. But here's something that most folks don't know. Canned meals are often full of chemicals including BPA, bisphenol A, salt, and preservatives. BPA can get into the food from the liner of the can. BPA can act like hormones in the body, which can cause memory problems, heart problems, and even weak bones, all of which are frequent problems for older people. In other words, every mouthful of that instant canned soup could have chemicals that your liver and kidneys have to work hard to get rid of. And beyond age 60, your organs don't get rid of toxins as well as they used to. Let's start with the 5 worst canned goods that you should never, ever store in your kitchen cabinet. 1. Soups and broths in cans. Soup feels warm, cozy, and easy to digest, so they might not be so bad after all. But a serving of canned soup can have more than 800 to 1200 milligrams of sodium, which is more than half of the salt you should have in a day. If you are older and have high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney difficulties, that is like pouring salt straight into your arteries. Too much sodium makes your body hold on to water, which puts stress on your heart and makes your hands and ankles swell. But most people don't know that even low-sodium soups can have flavor enhancers like monosodium glutamate, MSG, which can make sensitive adults have headaches, dizziness, and irregular heartbeats. A viewer named Margaret from Florida wrote to us and said that she used to consume canned chicken soup every night. Her doctor told her to quit for 2 weeks, and her blood pressure decreased by 15 points. She also reported her sleep got better. Instead of buying canned soup, cook a big pot of fresh vegetable broth once a week. Add garlic, carrots, onions, celery, and spinach. Freeze little amounts and use them as needed. Your heart will be grateful. Have you ever noticed that your feet swell after you eat canned soup? We'd love to hear your tale, so please leave a comment. 2. Canned meats and ham that has been processed. A lot of folks are shocked by this one. Spam, corned beef, and lunch meat were common foods in the kitchen for decades. They were fast, cheap, and tasted like things I knew. But beyond 60, they are one of the worst things you can do. When meat is canned and processed, it loses most of its natural benefits and gets something much worse: nitrates, nitrites, and heavy saturated fats. These chemicals have been linked to colon cancer, excessive cholesterol, and heart attacks. You take off the lid, and that shiny pink slab looks fine, but the fresh taste comes from a mix of chemicals and preservatives. When you eat something, your body reacts, which causes inflammation that hurts your heart, joints, and energy. The good news is that there are safer protein sources that keep your muscles safe without hurting your heart. Stay with me. The next point could transform the way you think about canned tuna for good. For fish and tuna in oil, isn't fish supposed to be good for you? Lean protein, omega-3 fats, and benefits for the heart. But not all tinned fish is safe for older people. Mercury and oxidized fats are included in most canned tuna or salmon. When oil is sealed and left alone for months, it goes bad, which can cause inflammation and possibly harm your arteries. Some companies also utilize bigger types of tuna that have more mercury in them, which can slowly damage memory and brain function over time. Don't worry, fish can still be one of the healthiest foods for older people if you pick the proper sort. Tip: always choose tuna or salmon that was caught in the wild and packed in water, not oil. Or even better, eat fresh or frozen fish twice a week for cleaner protein and safer fats. Do you generally buy tuna in oil or in water? Please tell us in the comments. You might be shocked at how many people get this wrong. 4 canned vegetables with preservatives. A lot of older people think that eating canned peas, maize, or beans is good for them. But here's the catch. Most canned vegetables lose more than 40% of their vitamins while they are being processed. Companies add sodium, sugar, or calcium chloride to retain the color and texture. These chemicals might hurt your kidneys and make you dehydrated. The shine on these things isn't from nature. It's from chemicals. It gets even worse. The BPA linings in a lot of cans can react with acidic foods like tomatoes, which makes it easier for chemicals to get into your meals. Instead of canned vegetables, use frozen or freshly cooked vegetables for real nutrients. You can keep frozen peas and spinach for weeks, and they keep almost all of their vitamins. Please stay with me because the following one is shocking. It's a canned meal that a lot of older people eat because they think it's sweet but safe. 5. Canned fruits in syrup. Canned peaches, pineapple, and fruit cocktail look healthy, vibrant, and full of natural fruit. But what most people don't know is that these fruits are frequently drenched in thick syrup that is full of refined sugar. 1 cup of canned fruit and syrup can include as much as 40 grams of sugar, which is 10 teaspoons. And that extra sugar doesn't only make things taste better, it also puts stress on your heart, joints, and pancreas without you knowing it. The word light syrup isn't safe either. It only says that there is less sugar, not none. If you like fruit, choose cans that are packed in water or natural juice. Better still, eat fresh apples, berries, or papaya. They provide a lot of vitamins and fiber and don't raise blood sugar. Do you still have canned fruits at home? After watching this video, check your pantry. You might be shocked by what you find. Now that we know which canned foods to stay away from, let's turn the story around. The good news is that not all canned foods are bad. There are some that can really help your heart, brain, and bones, especially if you're over 60. Let's look at the 5 canned foods you should eat more often, ideally every day. 1. Beans in a can. Low sodium. Beans are the one canned food that every senior should have in their kitchen. You can eat canned chickpeas, black beans, or kidney beans, but only those that don't have too much salt in them. Why? Because they have a lot of fiber, protein, potassium, and magnesium, which are all important for digestion and heart health. Fiber is like a broom inside your body. It helps decrease cholesterol, clean up your intestines, and keep your blood sugar in check. Eating beans consistently is good for seniors' intestinal health and lowers their risk of cardiac problems. Tip: always rinse canned beans under running water for 30 seconds. This gets rid of up to 40% of the salt and any preservatives. Story: a lot of older people in Japan eat fermented beans called natto. This helps keep their bones strong and lowers their risk of having a stroke. The version from the West? A basic bowl of chickpeas with olive oil and lemon that have been seasoned. Would you eat that for lunch or dinner? Let me know in the comments. 2 cans of sardines in water. Are you surprised? Don't worry. Sardines are one of the few canned fish that are really better for older people, as long as they are packed in water and not oil. They are little fish, so they have very little mercury. They are also full of calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for strong bones and healthy joints. Omega-3s help with memory, reduce inflammation, and protect the heart. People in Mediterranean countries who are older often eat sardines 2 or 3 times a week. They have some of the lowest rates of heart disease in the world. Tip: mix them with chopped tomatoes, put them on whole grain toast, or add them to salads. Stay away from sardines in tomato sauce or oil, because they often include excessive salt. 3 canned tomatoes. No salt, no BPA. Tomatoes are full of lycopene, an antioxidant that protects your heart, eyes, and skin. What's the secret? When you prepare tomatoes, lycopene is easier for your body to absorb. This is why canned tomatoes are so potent. Just make sure to get cans that don't have BPA in them and say, no added salt. Many Italian grandmothers have known for a long time that boiling canned tomatoes with olive oil and garlic makes a healthful base for pasta, soups, or stews. A mini myth. Some people assume canned tomatoes are unhealthy for joints and acidic, yet research suggests that lycopene can help reduce arthritis inflammation. Would you use canned tomatoes in your cooking? Leave a comment below with your favorite food. Or canned pumpkin puree. This one is a real treasure. Pure pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, is full in fiber, vitamin A, potassium, and antioxidants. Because it has magnesium in it, it helps with digestion, vision, and sleep. People over 65 who consume pumpkin often say they have fewer cramps at night and their bowel movements are easier. It gives cereals, smoothies, and soups a creamy texture and a sweet taste without adding sugar. Most people don't know that the orange hue of pumpkins originates from beta-carotene, which turns into vitamin A and keeps your eyes from losing vision as you get older. 5. Canned lentil or vegetable soup that is low in sodium and free of BPA. I know we stated not to eat canned soups, but if you can discover soups that are low in salt and free of BPA, they can be a nutritious and time-saving option. Look for labels that say, no MSG, no added sugar, less than 300 milliliters of sodium per serving. Lentil soups are especially good for seniors since they are high in iron, folate, and fiber, which are all important for energy and blood flow. Tip: before heating, add more fresh spinach or cooked veggies. You may make a healthy lunch out of a can you got at the shop. Why this is important. After 60, you've probably noticed by now that items that promise to be easy to make typically come with hidden costs. And around age 60, those trade-offs are more important than ever. Your body at 60 isn't the same as it was when you were 30 or 40. Your liver and kidneys, which are your body's filters, are working more cautiously and are more sensitive to salt, sugar, and toxins. That means your organs have to work twice as hard to break down the same meals that used to be easy for you to eat. Your body is like an old, reliable automobile. It has earned every mile and every narrative. Your body can still run flawlessly for years if you take care of it the appropriate way, just like that car. The distance you can travel depends on the quality of your fuel. But here's something most people don't think about. Every small meal and every choice you make every day either helps you heal or hurts you. And your liver and kidneys are your body's filters. Your liver is like a built-in detox engine. and your kidneys are like natural filters. When you were younger, they could handle an odd salty snack or canned meal. But after many years, the extra sodium in soups or processed meats makes those filters hold on to water, which raises blood pressure and puts stress on fragile tissues. At the same time, chemicals like BPA or preservatives can build up in the liver without you knowing it, making it less able to get rid of pollutants. That's why so many older people tell us they feel tired or bloated even when they think they're eating regularly. The good news is, your physique is quite strong. It may bounce back rapidly even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s if you give it less work to do. A lot of people discover that their blood pressure goes down, their energy levels stay steady, and their focus gets clearer after 2 weeks of switching from high-sodium canned meals to fresh or low-salt foods. Once upon a time, Carol from Arizona felt dizzy every afternoon. Her doctor couldn't figure out what was wrong until she looked at her healthy canned soup, which had 900 milligrams of sodium per serving. The dizziness went away 2 weeks after I switched to a low-sodium homemade version. So it's not about giving up comfort food. It's about making little changes that help your body's filters breathe again. Your heart, brain, and bones, the quiet trio. To keep blood flowing correctly, your heart requires minerals in the right amounts. The heart has to work harder when there is too much sodium and saturated fat in the circulation. Your brain needs clean fats and antioxidants, which are lost when food is heavily processed. Eating more fresh foods makes you think more clearly and remember things better. And your bones need calcium to stay healthy. High sodium slowly takes calcium away, making bones weaker even if you take supplements. Choosing smart canned foods like low-sodium beans, sardines in water, or pure pumpkin keeps all three: circulation, cognition, and stability. Rehook. And if you've ever thought it was too late to change, realize that your body is still listening. Our little things make a big difference. Read labels with interest, not fear, to begin. If a serving has more than 500 milligrams of sodium, don't buy it. Check for no salt added or BPA free. Keep a few nutritious staples, such lentils, tomatoes, and sardines, and slowly replace the rest. Make tiny amounts of your own soups and freeze them. They will taste better, cost less, and be better for your heart. Visualization. Imagine your pantry 6 months from now with bright jars, clean labeling, and healthy options. That's development, not perfection, and it's strong. Rehook. Food after 60 isn't about fear. It's about being conscious, making choices, and taking care of yourself. On the mindset of empowerment. You may have heard the saying, the first step to healing is noticing what you didn't notice before. Once you know what's in those cans, you can't just eat them. You have to protect your own health. For years, you've been taking care of other people, family, friends, and job. Now you need to take care of yourself with the same patience and wisdom. This isn't limiting. It's freeing, free from tiredness, swelling, and sleepless nights. You may enjoy the walks, laughter, and meals you love without worrying. You can whisper healing or feed damage with every meal. You've always had the power. Reflective bridge. If you've ever thought that change came too late, realize that your body is still listening, responding, and appreciative. And a quick summary before we finish. Not all canned goods are the same. Some soups, processed meats, and sweet fruits quietly weigh you down. Others, such low-sodium beans, sardines, and pure pumpkin, feed it, protect it, and keep it robust. So the next time you go to the store, stop for a second. Ask yourself, is this good for my health or bad for it? That one instant of awareness can give you years of vitality, clarity, and freedom. If this video changed the way you think about food, send it to a friend who could use a boost as well. Here's a basic summary. 5 canned foods you should never eat. 1. Soups and broths in cans. Too much MSG and salt. 2. Canned meats and ham, preservatives and nitrates. 3. mercury and rancid lipids in canned tuna in oil. Vegetables in cans with preservatives. 5. Canned fruits and syrup, a sugar bomb that you can't see. 5 best canned foods to eat. 1. Canned beans with little salt. 2. Sardines and water. 3. Tomatoes in cans that don't have BPA. 4. Pumpkin puree without any other ingredients. 5. Lentil soups with little salt. Keep in mind that the difference between harm and healing can be as minor as reading a label on food. When you next open your pantry, take a good look at the cans. Are they on the list of things that are dangerous or the list of things that are good for you? Please let me know in the comments. What canned food startled you the most today? And which one will you use from now on? Please like, share, and subscribe if you thought this video was useful. When you sign up, you'll get weekly health recommendations for seniors that will help you eat better, sleep better, and live longer organically and with confidence after age 60. Thank you for watching. Remember that every healthy choice you make adds another pleasant day to your life.